Okay, so we're here today at the VA Garden in Sheridan at the Veterans Hospital, and Jordan with Rooted in Wyoming is here. We're looking at some of these raised beds, and we got to talking about the soil and noticed a few things I wanted to share with you. You'll notice some of this crusting here, or sort of white accumulation on the surface of the soil. What you're seeing here is salts, and salts, when it comes to the soil, are just positive and negative ions that dissociate in water. And so what happens when you see them accumulate on the surface of the soil, it's the same process that happens when you're boiling water on the stove and you leave behind the residue in the pan and the water boils off. The exact same process is happening here. So the water has minerals in it. The water evaporates off the surface of the soil and then leaves behind some of these minerals or salts on the surface. So two things to keep in mind with this. One is that salts are also essential nutrients. Sometimes we have them in excess, especially in Wyoming. So all these salts here, nitrate, phosphate, calcium, magnesium, potassium, they're also plant nutrients. When you have too much salt, sometimes, especially in Wyoming in arid climates, you're from Colorado, so similar conditions there, you'll get this accumulation in the upper layers of the soil. And mulch can really help with that because it slows down the evaporation of the water that's pulling those salts up. And so heavy mulch in your soil in your garden can reduce your salt accumulation. But remember, salts inherently themselves are not necessarily bad. They're a plant nutrient. It's when they're in excess in the soil solution that they can cause problems for plants. And that's what happens when we have, you're familiar with the concept of like a fertilizer burn. That's excess, usually nitrogen salts in the soil solution that can cause some stress, osmotic stress on the plants.